Hello there, and thank you for finding me here again at my YouTube channel Benidorm and Beyond. I would like to give you all a very warm welcome to my original and long-standing series of vlogs entitled Benidorm Breakfast, the 10-Stop Tostada Tour, which gives you a whirlwind excursion around 10 coffee shops, bars or bakeries that I've tried in the last month for my favourite Spanish brekkie of coffee served with tostada con tomate. Although I've lived here in the resort of Benidorm for over 20 years, there is still always somewhere new to discover, to eat and drink. And with this vlog, I aim to give a genuine feel for each venue and an honest review, along with the price I paid and a short look around the premises. Here at Benidorm and Beyond, I produce positive, original and informative videos on a weekly basis about my beloved town and the surrounding areas too. So if you enjoy this vlog, please consider becoming a subscriber so you'll never miss any new content as I upload it in the future. And as always in Benidorm, please beware of cheap imitations. The scrummy combination of both coffee and top toasted bread always sets me up for the day ahead, and is very often advertised at a special offer price in local Spanish cafes. It is generally served right up until midday or even just after, so why not join me on this mouth-watering tour and check out this month's top spots. So let's get started. Our first stop is coffee shop and bar Valor, situated on Avenida Madrid, i.e. the seafront, towards the Rincon de Loix end of town. This cafe's speciality is cups of thick hot chocolate served with churros, which are similar to donuts, but of course I was here to try out my usual tostada, and as it was the perfect sunny day to do so, I thought why not give it a try. The place was super busy, and both its large L-shaped outdoor terrace and its inside seating areas were in demand, and the poor waitress and bar server were completely rushed off their feet. Despite this, the service was friendly and efficient, and coffees, cakes and ice cream orders were taken in a timely fashion. The roots of the chocolateria Valor business can be traced as far back as 1881, and visits to their factory and museum can be made in the nearby coastal village of Villajoyosa, which is roughly 10 kilometres away from Benidorm. Inside their beachfront premises, you can buy some of their products to take away, including their delicious drinking chocolate, premium quality chocolate bars, and individual wrapped bonbons and chocolates. My coffee was lovely and frothy and served in its own Valor branded cup and saucer, and my tostada was crispy yet fluffy and fresh on the inside, and came with individual servings of salt and oil with just enough tomatoes served in a small china dish. Unusually, my friend's black coffee was also served with separate hot water so they could make it as strong or as weak as they liked. Free Wi-Fi was available, the toilets were large and clean, and the tasty combo came to €2.80. And with the sea views added in for free, I would say it was a real bargain. Our second stop is in Platha Hispanidad, or Platha Triangular as it is known by the locals, on the edge of the Old Town. Here we find a newly opened cafe bar called La Tabernita del Centro with its Andalusian-style tiled signage. With only a few bar stools inside, there are plenty of tables and chairs outside in the open air, and of course you can then appreciate the lovely views of the ficus and orange trees in the square and the eye-catching mosaic tiled pavement. With music playing in the background, the young waiter who served me was very pleasant, and although my breakfast did take quite a while to arrive, I wasn't in a rush. The tostada was served on a black slate and was very thin and almost cold, although there was plenty of tomato on it, and it was served with an individual salt sachet and a slightly awkward to wield bottle of olive oil. At €2.25 for my double breakfast offering, the price was right, but disappointingly not much else was. However, there were plenty of locals enjoying beers, vermouths and tapas, so why not give it a try and see what you think yourself. Our third stop is directly across from Poniente Beach and the Dove Park area, where we find the cafe bar of the 3-star Hotel Tanet. Offering seating directly on the pavement as well as on its inner semi-sheltered terrace, from here you can enjoy lovely sunny views of the harbour and Old Town. And there is also a large indoor space inside the actual hotel itself, where you can also enjoy their variety of food and drink. Although the video doesn't show this very well, as I filmed in a calmer moment, the cafe was very busy. But despite that, the super efficient bilingual waiter rushed about and served everyone with good grace and cheer. I found my coffee to be small and rather weak, as if it had come out of a vending machine inside the hotel rather than from a busy Spanish bar, and my small but fat tostada came already topped with separate oil and salt portions. At €3.10 for the coffee and tostada duo, I have had better value for money, and to top it off, after waiting well over 5 minutes for my change of nearly €1, I had to ask the waiter for it even though he had scooted past my table many times, which made me wonder if he was avoiding giving it to me and was trying to keep it as a tip. And just for the record, I always tip for good food and service, but I do expect it to be my own decision. Our fourth stop is at Café Bar La Platha, which is set in a small square just off Avenida Delfonso Pachades down from the Bull Ring, and down from the big junction in the Old Town residential area known as El Cruce, meaning the crossing or crossroads. This unfussy local bar has a large inside area complete with pool table and fruit machines, as well as a large sunny terrace on the pedestrianised plaza. I was served quickly by the young and efficient waiter who gave me the free Wi-Fi code, although the older lady who brought my breakfast over literally looked straight through me when I gave her a sunny Buenos dias, so maybe she was having a bad day. My coffee was delicious and my crusty baguette was simply presented on a red plastic plate with lots of pinky red tomato pulp already spread on it, which was very tasty. The pairing of coffee and tostada came to a very reasonable €2.50, and I would definitely visit again if I was in this area in the future. Our fifth stop takes us to the Rincon de Loix, and just around the corner from the bi-weekly outdoor market, we find Bar Campos de Football next to the football and sports grounds of Antonio López Guerrero on Avenida Zamora. This large and straightforward bar offers a variety of baguettes, tapas and drinks, and as my favourite breakfast duo was advertised on a poster, I thought I'd give it a go. The waitress was very nice, and the clientele that morning was mostly local men and their dogs, probably having a cheeky coffee and maybe a brandy on the side to make their onward walk more enjoyable. My large crusty barra de pan was topped with lots of tomato, and there were plenty of salt sachets and a perfect small oil bottle to deliver my olive oil to my toasted bread. My coffee was a bit on the weak side, but maybe it was served like that because it was evident that I was English, who knows. Our sixth stop sees us heading back towards the Old Town again, where we come to the Granier bakery situated on Calle Emilio Otoño. This is just along from the bridge by the Hotel Bristol, which some people may know as Chicken Bridge due to the long-standing spit roast chicken shop at the top of the steps to the bridge. And if you don't know where that is, it's just up from the pet shop at the bottom of the bridge, which always draws a crowd for its huddle of cute puppies for sale in the window. Packed to the brim with delicious cakes, breads and pastries, which can be bought to take away or to eat in, here you need to queue up an order at the counter, and then your tostada will be brought to you when it's ready. The bakery does a roaring trade, and the filled rolls and tasty patisserie-style cake slices looked particularly mouth-watering. The service was fast and professional, and in no time I had my small crispy baguette, which came served as both the top and bottom half, so was really filling. Already loaded with plenty of tomato and oil and a separate salt sachet along with a good-sized coffee, the double act came to a very well-priced €2.60. Our seventh stop brings us to Café Lounge Bar Bonjour, which is situated along Calle Esperanto towards the Old Town. Sitting under the MC Amalia Holiday Apartments, it has a nice outside seating area with fake grass strips to add a touch of colour, and a trendy and vibrant inside bar with plenty of different seating options and a ramp for wheelchair access. Its modern, clean style is very welcoming, and there was a large TV screen in the corner, along with sofas, high benches and stools, and the more traditional lower tables and chairs as well. Thick slices of apple pie sat under glass cake domes, and there was plenty of breakfast options to choose from, including a full-cooked English breakfast for those ready to start the day as they mean to go on. This being a 10-stop tostada tour, however, I opted for my usual order, and my large rustic baguette came served with ample separate tomato, salt and oil, and a nice, good-sized coffee. The service was very pleasant, and at €2.50 for the combo, it was very good value too. Our eighth stop takes us into the Old Town once more, and here at the bottom end of Calle Campo, one of the main shopping streets, we find the Santa Gloria Coffee and Bakery. With attractive blue and white seating on the pedestrianised street, there is also a very small cosy inside area through the back of the shop with just 3 tables available. Offering a range of cakes, tarts, pies and pastries to take away or eat in, the 2 Spanish girls were working very hard. Although I do have to mention that I was overlooked twice in favour of Spanish customers, but somehow I kept my cool and patiently waited to be served, all in the name of research, you understand. My breakfast was beautifully presented on a pretty ceramic plate, and my lightly toasted thin baguette came complete with a terracotta pot of tomato, as well as a salt sachet and a separate small bottle of high-quality olive oil. The combination was very tasty and came to €2.80 on the breakfast deal, although I was initially charged individually for mine and my friends' coffees and baguettes, making it more expensive, although when I questioned it, it was rectified. I was then castigated, however, for not having mentioned I wanted the breakfast deal, which I would have thought as a customer ordering breakfast items mid-morning wouldn't have been necessary and would have been more than obvious. With free Wi-Fi, clean toilets and a tasty brekkie, it was very nice indeed. But do I really want to be ignored and then told off when visiting a local coffee shop? Probably not. So I think I'll just give it a miss next time and try one of the many nearby shops instead. Our ninth and penultimate stop is Cerveceria Victor in the Rincon de Loix, which can be found directly opposite the bi-weekly outdoor market along Avenida Almiral Bernat de Sarria. Crazily popular on market days, which it was when I visited, they have a large outdoor terrace with green and red tables and chairs, as well as an indoor space, and a never-ending queue for the ladies and gents toilets, which of course is pretty much unavoidable on market days. The young waitress was completely rushed off her feet, but still very pleasant, and my order was taken within a couple of minutes. When my breakfast arrived, I was asked to pay immediately, and with literally dozens of tables to serve and keep track of, especially outside, this was perfectly understandable and not a problem at all. My thick baguette was well topped and salt and oil were on hand on the table, but if you are thinking of lingering a while and checking your emails or social media, Wi-Fi is not available. The tasty duo came to just €2.70, so definitely somewhere worth considering if you are looking for a spot to rest up for a little while after hunting around all morning for bargains at the outdoor market. Finally, we reach our last and 10th Tostada stop, and this is at Café Bar Oscar El Leones, which is situated in the Folletis area of town at the junctions of Calle Arnedo and Calle Atocha. With a lovely shaded outside terrace, this interesting local bar has a football theme inside and is decorated with lots of football scarves from all over the country and indeed the world. My coffee was piping hot and I was served with 2 delicious pieces of rustic toasted bread, along with lots of separate tomato in a glass dish and a salt shaker and oil bottle. The tomato was so fresh and zingy I was tempted to ask what secret ingredient had been added. But in reality, I think it was just the quality of the olive oil, along with the super freshness of the ingredients. The waiter was polite and an Asturian flag was flying outside, so maybe that's where the proprietors are from. With free Wi-Fi and clean toilets, this tapas bar is an ideal place to stop if you are staying in this area at either the Soli Sombra or Cuco hotels, and only €2 for my filling double breakfast offering. It's certainly one of the best value in town too. I really hope that you've enjoyed this 10-stop Tostada tour with me, number 6 in the series, can you believe? And if you did, I would ask that you please give the video a thumbs up and like it, and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already done so. I'll see you out and about next time, maybe for a coffee and tostada. Cheers!